Okay, so I'm going to demo out this pedal that I recently put together. It's a delay pedal, which is just named Dlay, D-L-A-Y, and it's one of the pedals that you can get the PCB from guitarpcb.com. This one is built with a what's called a warm-up mod, so it has a warp function on it, which I'll demonstrate in a moment. I'm playing this through a custom-made telly, one that I put together myself with Fender Texas Specials, and it's going through an amp with a 12-inch Weber speaker with a, and I'm trying to remember what the head is, but it's a head that I put together myself as well through a kit, which I'm blanking on at the moment. But first I'll play clean. And on the pedal here we have, this is the on-off switch. This is the switch for the warp. This is to give you two different options for the warp. I don't have it labeled, partly because of the type of paint I use. It has a nice finish, and kind of hate to ruin it with labels, but you can always add labels to it if you want. This one here is the level. This is the number of repeats, and this is the time for the repeats. So I'll go ahead and engage it. So just show you some of the extremes here. So now this is the time knob here. I'm sorry, not the time knob, the repeat knob. And then this is the time knob. So to where, obviously no repeat because it's very fast. So you get a nice slap back effect if you go with a very short time. And then this one is designed, you can get some long delays, but the longer that you of a delay that you use, the more lo-fi the sound of the repeats become. So that's just something to keep in mind. Okay, now the warp function, it's something, probably something you wouldn't necessarily use all the time. It's a momentary switch, so in order to get to work, you have to just press the switch and hold it down. So basically in this mode, it speeds up the repeats when you hold the switch down, and when you release it, drops it back to the setting that you have with the knobs. And so it kind of gives that neat effect. So when it goes up and then when it comes back down, it gives you that kind of neat sound, as if you would get if you manually moved the time knob. other thing to note is that if you hold that switch down, eventually the pedal will start to self-oscillate, so meaning that it gets that feedback sound, and which some people might actually like. And so you can do that. Now if we flip the switch, it gives you a slightly different warp effect. And really all this warp effect is that instead of changing the speed of the delete of the repeats or the time, it keeps it at the same, but it's kind of like runaway repeats. So instead of being just the number of repeats that you have dialed in with the knob, it just will keep repeating either until you lift the switch, take your foot off the switch, or until it starts to self-oscillate, which you can hear as well. So it's a neat little pedal. If you're interested in purchasing it, I do have it on sale. So just get a hold of me. I'm going to try selling it on Craigslist first, and then after a few weeks, if I don't get any bites locally, then I'll post it on eBay. Okay, over and out.